Beautiful. Okay, so this is our second week of Connect and Heal. And really, the purpose of this meditation is for us to not only connect with each other as a supportive community, but to really take the next 20 minutes to connect to our body, mind, body, and spirit, so that we can begin to heal from wherever we're at, whatever we're going through, and not only feel good in our bodies, because we'll be going through a meditation. And as many of you know, meditation takes us from the fight or flight, anxiety, worry, to the rest, digest, and restore. And so whether you're a business owner, a mother, both, student, anything that's going on, we now more than ever have to make sure that we have these skills to take care of ourselves so we can heal our families and the world beyond. We really want to be at our best and strongest, and the only way to do that is to come into the parasympathetic. And one of the best ways to do that is through meditation. So through the meditation today, we're going to start off with a chant, and I'm going to try to type the chant into the chat so you can all see it. You're more than welcome to unmute yourself and sing along. That can be fun. And then after we do the chant, we're going to do a brief meditation where I introduce a pranayama. Pranayama is just a breathing technique, and this particular breathing technique helps to, again, bring us into that parasympathetic so we can feel ease in our body, which helps us to connect to spirit and have ease in our minds. And this sense of ease then helps us to have more clarity, and that clarity can be around what our needs are, what our next step is, whatever we're facing. When we can even just take a couple of breaths, and that's what this gets to help us practice, even when we can take a couple of breaths, connect to our body before we make a decision about what to do with work, family, friends, relationships. This applies to absolutely everything, but we connect, we gain clarity, and then we get to act with inspired action. So we're not at home being productive for the sake of productivity. We're not being busy. We're not forcing our children in to do worksheets they don't need to do. We're not trying to fill up this void with activity, but instead we're taking aligned, inspired action because it has come from a place of connection and true clarity. And the reason that that's, I'll focus here on what we're going through right now, the intensity of this, is really what your needs are, because you, as a woman, probably aren't accustomed to taking care of yourself, and maybe haven't set aside the time or feel guilty about having that time. But this is, again, that sacred space for us to join together to acknowledge our needs and have clarity around what we need, and then act on it. And that might be, again, a walk, a bath, saying no. Well, it's different for everyone, but you get to use these tools to find what it is that you need. So that's the basis of what we're doing. Chant, pranayama, and then instead of using a mantra for our meditation like we did last week, I'm actually going to take us on a visualization where we're going to create a living altar and go to a prayer tree where we can meet virtually there to offer up our needs, our desires, our prayers, our gratitude, and all of that lovely stuff. So before I jump in, does anybody have any questions? You can unmute yourself if you want to ask a question. And if you don't have a question now, or you want to wait after the call, I'm going to stay on for a little bit for anyone that does have further questions. So before I move on, anything right now? Perfect. Okay, so let me see if I can type into the chat. I meant to copy and paste it. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I did not have it ready. So this mantra I've been doing for quite some time, and this is a peace mantra. The mantra is in Sanskrit, and I'll tell you a little bit about, oh, here we go, to everyone. Okay. Okay. So here's the sacred chant, and it goes, Om Asatoma Sat Gamaya, Tama Soma Joitir Gamaya, Mrichorma Amritam Gamaya. So it's a mouthful. So you don't have to say it right. You don't even have to sing along for you to feel this vibrational healing energy of mantra. The words are energized and you can let it just flow over you even if you don't sing along with us. So the meaning behind this beautiful, beautiful chant, Om is that sacred universal opening, where we're inviting in that initial sacred sound. Asatoma Satgamaya. Asa or A is in Sanskrit, basically it means the opposite of or without. So Sat is truth, but not just like right or wrong, fact or fiction truth. It's that internal, universal wholeness, love, truth. So this is saying, take me from the unreal, the illusion, to truth. And then that second line, Tama, Soma, Tama is darkness, heaviness, stagnation. And it's saying, guide me from the stagnation, dark, and heaviness to light. And again, that's light in brilliance, that's light in feeling a lightness in our bodies. It's all that beauty that light incorporates. And the final line, Mrichorma Gamaya, is saying guide me. So Gamaya is guide me. So we're asking to be guided from this impermanence or death, to eternal, that eternal life, and not necessarily eternal life as we think it, but even that eternity of a flower, that cycle of life, death, rebirth, life, death, and so that ongoing, never-ending, eternal life. So that is the chant. We have another person to add here. I think she's in. Welcome, welcome. So again, I'm going to say this chant out loud, and then I'm going to sing it. And I said this last time, I sing to myself often. I'm not a singer, but I am enjoying it. And so here it is. So Om Asatama Satgamaya, and the cadence is Om Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Joitir Gamaya, Mrichorma Mritam Gamaya. Feel free to jump in at any time if you want. I'll repeat it 4 times. Om Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Joitir Gamaya, Mrichorma Mritam Gamaya. Om Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Joitir Gamaya, Mrichorma Mritam Gamaya. Om Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Joitir Gamaya, Mrichorma Mritam Gamaya. Om Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Joitir Gamaya, Mrichorma Mritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Om. May we be led from the unreal to the truth, from the darkness to the light, and from the impermanent into the eternal. I invite you all to take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. So from here, we'll move into our meditation, and I want to be respectful of everyone's time. So we'll probably have about a 15-minute meditation. I invite you all to find yourself in a comfortable seated position. If it feels right for you, you can sit up straight, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. And if it's comfortable for you, you can begin to gently close your eyes. With your eyes closed, we'll begin to connect to our breath. This may be the first time today that you're noticing your breath. And here in these first moments, we're not making any changes. We're just noticing, connecting to that beautiful life force within us. As we continue to connect with our breath, we'll begin to bring our heart, our consciousness to our heart center. With our eyes gently closed, we begin to allow any thoughts to float by, like clouds in the sky. Inhale and exhale. Being fully present in this moment, we begin to feel Mother Earth supporting us, whether the ground under our feet or the seat beneath us. We acknowledge the support that's always around us. We don't have to do anything or be anything. It's given freely, always. As we continue to connect with our breath, we acknowledge again this life force pulsing through us. And with this life force, we acknowledge our body as a temple of the Spirit and our oneness with the divine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now that we've had a chance to acknowledge our normal cadence, our normal breathing, we'll begin to introduce today's pranayama, in Sanskrit called samavriti. This is a equal breath. So we'll build up to a 4-part breath, inhaling, holding on the inhale, exhaling and holding on the exhale. But at this point, I just encourage you to inhale and exhale equally. It may help to silently count to yourself, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat that 2 more times at your own pace.
Now that we've established the inhale and the exhale, we'll begin to hold at the top and the bottom of the breath. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, continuing this breath throughout our practice. If 4 is too long or too short of a count for you, you can change the count to meet your personal needs. But continuing to inhale, hold, exhale, and hold by the same count. This equal breathing encourages us to have both healing and vitality. On the inhale, we're inviting a renewed sense of energy. In holding the breath, we let that energy reach the tips of our toes to the tips of our fingers, bringing that clean, renewed, healing energy throughout our entire body. On the exhale, we feel a release and a surrender, letting go of any thoughts, any feelings that aren't currently serving us. And when we hold that breath on our exhale, we enjoy the cleansing, the release, the silence, the empty openness as we prepare for our next inhale. Each inhale and exhale is like a dance. Divine, feminine, and masculine energies, giving and receiving, giving and receiving. As you continue with your breath, will begin to guide us to create a living altar, a virtual prayer tree. In your mind's eye, begin to visualize yourself in an open meadow. The wind gently brushing against your cheek, blowing in your hair. Your eyes may be squinting from the bright sun. Blue, clear skies above. Your bare feet against the earth, feeling the fresh coolness of the ground. You may wiggle your toes, letting them squish the soil beneath you. Your shoulders are down and away from your ears, and your heart is open in this sacred space. As your eyes become accustomed to the light, you see on the horizon a large tree. And you see people there gathered around the tree, smiling, quietly giggling. And you decide to move towards the tree, wandering down a small dirt path. The path takes you alongside a creek where the water flows. gurgling over the pebbles. Slowly you make your way to this giant, beautiful, expansive tree. Branches reaching towards the sky and leaves dancing in the wind. At the base of the tree, you see baskets of flowers, sunflowers, daisies. Your favorite flowers are there. And you go to the basket, dipping both your hands in and reaching handfuls of flowers, bringing them towards your face, inhaling the scent. You also see baskets of multicolored ribbon. And you see other women here at this tree tying beautiful ribbons on this sacred tree. And without saying anything, you understand that this is a sacred prayer tree, that these people are gathered here to give offerings and ask for blessings. You realize that here in this space, everyone is safe and everyone is welcome. That here in this space, you can meet with loved ones from this world and beyond. And as that thought crosses your mind, you begin to see other loved ones here with you. Loved ones that you so deeply care about and wish to be in their presence. Together you go and grab a handful of ribbons from the basket and take the ribbons over to a low hanging branch. And for each ribbon, you offer a prayer, a request, a blessing for yourself, for your loved ones, and for the world at large. Any and every intention that you hold in your heart, your deepest needs and deepest desires, you use these ribbons to offer them up to the divine prayer tree. When you're done tying your ribbons, you grab another handful of flowers and you sprinkle them around the tree. You take a deep inhale as you take in the sights and the sounds, the leaves dancing in the wind, the water gurgling in the creek, the petals beneath your feet. And as the wind brushes your face, you look up. And in all its magnificence, you see this giant tree with thousands of prayers, thousands of ribbons, colorful, beautiful ribbons dancing in the wind. Here under this tree, you acknowledge that your prayers have been heard, that you are connected to all of your loved ones, and that you are fully supported, that you are well and at peace. that you are loved completely. Taking another moment to enjoy this view before you. You hold it in your mind's eye and know that any time, day or night, you can come back to this place, this sacred space, your virtual altar, and the sacred prayer tree. You begin to walk away from the tree, back up the dirt path towards the top of the hill and the open meadow. Standing at the top of the hill, you close your eyes. Gently bow your head towards your chest. And you feel yourself coming back into your body. You start to feel yourself in your room, in your seat again. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Here in your own home, you bring your palms to your heart center, placing one hand over the other. With your chin gently bowed in towards your heart, you connect to your heartbeat. Feeling that life force, that drum, that divine life beating within you. In this moment, full of peace and healing, you acknowledge that everything you seek, you already are, and that everything you need is well within your grasp. On an exhale, release your hands down to your lap, palms facing upward. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. And if you're still holding on to that equal breath, begin to release the pranayama and bring your breathing back to its normal cadence. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And we'll end our meditation today with a chime of the singing bowl. Slowly and gently, when you're ready, you can start to flutter your eyes open. Thank you all so very much for being here for our Sacred Connect and Heal meditation today. I am going to continue to have this call every Friday at noon, and I would love to see your beautiful faces again. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, but I'm going to stay live in case anyone wants to chat or has any questions.